Hello viewers and welcome to part 2 of my career playing Redout. So part 1 was mainly class 1, this is concluding class 1 and we'll move into class 2 and continue my evolution through the game. And then of course when I eventually complete the game I'll whack together a review on it with all my findings. So getting better at these corners, but different ships every time. So this is different to the video that you may have seen earlier that I put out before the career videos. Getting better though, feeling it more and more every time. You'll see getting cleaner and cleaner with it. And just working out how to take some of these corners. Like for example, that corner, I'm just turning with the left stick and it's working as an air brake all the way round. So there's a couple of speed boosts. I'm getting all of those. Wham! Speed. Fantastic. Detailed speed. All running here on my GTX 780. So doesn't require a hugely powerful PC. But again, I would love to see this running on a super powerful system to see it, how good it can look. I mean, obviously I'm not quite at max settings. It does get quite sort of almost messy visually when you get on into the more complex circuits. Great feeling of speed. You know, it's wonderful really, because you know, when I play this I'm thinking, what am I thinking about? I'm thinking a bit about Wipeout, my feelings playing Wipeout. I'm thinking a bit about F-Zero, playing F-Zero GX, and I'm thinking also a little bit about things like Extreme G. And why am I thinking of that? I suppose because of the loops and stuff and the way the track's constructed. An era when simple games were available that made simple but fun, cool experiences, and that's what this harks back to. This is a retro game brought bang up to date, and it's just like a forgotten genre really. I think there's a lot of games that are forgotten, and it's nice to see. Well, you know, what was he talking about on the podcast the other day? We were talking about, you know, colony wars. We'd love to see a colony wars and a G-police. You know, new events available. New events available. So now here we go. So this here now is a contract to race that ship, and I'm thinking, I haven't raced that ship. I've no idea what it's going to handle like. But I think, alright then, let's just accept it and be bold in our decisions. So as I was saying, you know, things like G-Police and Colony Wars and stuff like that, Loaded. I love Loaded on the PS1. I'd love to see new games that are simple yet use those mechanics in the same way. Yeah, just this weekend on Steam there was a shoot 'em up sale. So many modern shoot 'em ups look terrible. I look at them as if I was you know, looking at them 20 years ago and saying this would have been slated on the Mega Drive. It's so poor, and yet it's on Steam using modern techniques. Like, indie games can be an excuse for a crappy looking game. No, they're not an excuse for it. You know, there are certain levels of production values you need. This exceeds those production values, and here I am on a new course thinking, oh my god, where am I going? Bit of redshift around the outside on this loop-the-loop. Oh blimey, trying to pull up on the stick and it's waving around, and oh my goodness, it's never ending. Never ending. So this is where now the tracks, the difficulty of the circuits takes a whole new step forward, and I'm like, whoa, this is really something. What a roller coaster. I'd love to play this on a proper powered PC for VR, just to you know, have it all around you. I would prefer a cockpit cam for it. Apparently there's a rumour that the developers found that the cockpit cam created motion sickness, but I have to admit the cockpit cam in Bank Limit worked perfectly for that game. So in that sense, so it'd be nice to have something in this, so that you're looking out of a cockpit, it gives you a bit of sense of where you are. New record. I think more likely it depends on the visibility of each cockpit on the craft in terms of their actual fundamental design. getting better at it. I have to admit, some of these courses I'm finding hard to memorise now. I'm like, whoa, do a lap. I would need to do a few more laps. Having those reflections, beautiful reflections, wonderful sense of speed. But it's quite hard to memorise because the tracks are so all over the place that some corners you're just looking at the floor basically. So you've got to recognise where you are. And so this is where I'm just trying to get through this. My goal in these videos is to try and get through it all as quickly as possible. And if I can do it all in one take, as I'm doing it here, then without a restart, then that's good. I don't think I have any restarts until the next video. Silver medal there, I'm happy with that. You know, I just want to get through these at this stage. Completely forgot I was driving a different craft because I was in sort of in-car cockpit view, as it were, and you know, you're not seeing the craft. I find some of these craft are actually easier to steer from behind. So, bit of an introduction. Now we're going to do a race now with the craft. This is all part of the contract. And we're going to see how we get on and go from there. This is going to be more tricky.
3, 2, 1, go.
That Wipeout vibe. So learning these courses. Just about getting a boost. Getting hit by another ship there into the wall though. That does hit increasing. That happens just about keeping it on the course. Kind of hold your breath for a second there. Good speed through there. Didn't use my boost, and I should have though, so losing time, that's something that comes with practice. This is a game where you need to put a bit of time into it, be committed to it first, just to keep on going. You know, even if you're in like last place, don't give up on the race. Just keep racing. The AI cars craft do make mistakes, so you know, just getting slightly better at that jump there. So that's into that race.
Congratulations, silver medal.
Silver medal, and I think that fulfills the contract as well. But now we have another race. There's some secrets to come as well to this. It isn't just straightforward racing. We're going to have a race on the next video that's particularly wild, I would tell you. Something unique that we've not seen in a racing game before, and I would love to see adapted to other types of racing games. Because there are things you could do in a racing game you can't do in real life, and these guys do it. You see that sandstorm around that corner. Love that feeling, love that visual look. Trying to lean a bit more to the right, get it. Oh, I just missed it. It's always what you're trying to do. It's the G-force pushes you over, and you're like, damn, you missed that boost. You know, this is where you are now. You're about maximising the circuit. Boost, give me speed, more speed, faster. Coming up here and trying to keep as much speed as you can, sling it into the corner. Just when you turn in, it's like the air brakes just kick in and just you lose a bit of momentum. So you're trying to keep some momentum as you exit. Slide into that corner earlier. I mean, if I was on a higher level, I would be going into those corners way before I get there and really taking them smoothly. But the tracks are wide enough to give me the flexibility to move around and create multiple lines. Unlike Formula Fusion, which was very narrow, you just find yourself bumping off walls all the time. You know, they need to work on the control and the design there. But that's how this has been refined. I'm probably going to get really angry at this game when I get to Class 3 and then find myself banging my head against the wall, unable to get to Class 4. And then I'll go from loving this game to hating it, pulling my hair out. But either way, right now I'm enjoying it. Let me enjoy it. Let me enjoy it. I'm going to do the futuristic racing stuff. I've got quite a few to catch up on here. Kevin's going to be doing the sort of serious Assetto Corsa. and of course then the not so serious Forza Horizon, but I will have preview videos on that as well. Okay, so another circuit now. This is a new circuit now. I've not been on this one before. I'm thinking, look at that, look at those views, those vistas.
3, 2,
Wonderful detail
1,
again.
go.
Away we go. So, quick as I can. Again, new circuit, don't know this one. These loops, these views, look at that. Where the hell are we? Doesn't matter. Just focus on the horizon line and keep your eye on the apex. Such a roller coaster. The glow of the sun, the heat feeling, amazing. I love this twisting track. Oh, you've got to be ready to turn, haven't you, there when you come down that loop. It's difficult because I just slipped off. You can see I was turning. I was like, please, I just took off wrong. Again, you learn these jumps. You know, when you first encounter a few of these courses, you're like, goodness, what am I supposed to do so fast along here? Look at the speed. No pop-up. Just miles and miles of scenery, circuit. And now going for it again, super speed along there.
Final lap.
Getting more with the flow. I'm so enjoying myself playing this right now. I can tell you right now, I'm absolutely loving this. Yeah, I think the sad part is that it is very fast. It is hard for a lot of people, and unfortunately I am finding online that people who can't play it, who aren't very good, generally just complain and say, oh, you know, it's not that good, you know, and just because they can't play it, basically. But put the time into it and you'll get better and better. Though I have to admit, the aggressive AI are what caused me a few problems later on, the way they keep bumping you and just sending you into a wall. You can see there, whenever they knock you, it just really does a lot of damage. So, nice win there. I tell you, that was a rush.
Congratulations, gold medal awarded.
So, gold medal, first place. Nice set of races done there. Good step towards completing the Class 1.
Pilot level increased. New events available.
So I think here I need to change my ship. I'm just sort of reading the screen, thinking, right, do I get the next event? No, I have to upgrade my ship. So I'm eligible for Class 2, so now I've got to buy a ship. Thinking, no, let's see the different ships. I like the way it shows the raw polygon models there. It's nice. Ship designs for me are probably, for me, believe it or not, one of the weakest aspects of this. I think artistically they're lacking the style. And maybe we see a very defined style in F-Zero and a very defined style in Wipeout. I think they've gone for their own defined style here to match the sort of slightly surreal environments. But I would have preferred something a bit more, I don't know, a bit different. But either way, it's functional. And I guess in that sense, if you said to me a leaning, I'd say they've combined F-Zero because they've taken the sort of cartoony look of the F-Zero ships, but given them a sort of Wipeout shape. Some of them look a bit odd. So either way, it doesn't matter to me when we're racing. So I'm just looking here. I can see. I finally understand now. Oh, I see. Right. Okay. In the first video, I was a bit confused to this screen, and then thinking, well, I just found it a bit confusing. I think it should have lit up the icons when they're available, something like that. So I actually go through most of Class 2 now without using a single weapon and just thinking, well, you know, let's just do it. Let's just be fast. But you do need your weapons later on when you unlock the next few tracks. So back to one of the original circuits. Getting bumped about. closing on these guys. Just focusing on them, just thinking, don't get too fret too much about trying to be in the lead. Just run your own race. You'll be surprised how things turn out. You'll be quicker in some areas. The AI may be quicker in some areas. You just have to keep focusing on getting your line right and maximising your own speed. Let the rest of the race take care of itself. Yes, I'm driven by wanting to win. I'm looking at those craft thinking, I want to beat that guy in front of me. I've got a beeline for him. But I'm thinking, just keep boosting, keep pushing towards him. And if he makes a mistake, then I'm there. It doesn't take much at this speed to suddenly go from 8th to 1st, depending on how close the field is. He bumped the wall there. And again here, you've got this turn to the left. You've always got to get used to that jink. Using my boost. Come on, boost. That's it. Using the boost. Hit that ship there, which slowed me down quite a lot. You can use a little bit of boost over the hill here as well. Lose a little bit, which uses the circuit. A bit more boost here just to get up this section. Use it through this loop. Keep it bearing to the right, and again get in early there. It's a tricky corner, that is, both sections, because the ship tends to go wide and then the other way. Now just to focus on that speed boost. Get in early, getting in too late there, but managing it.
New record.
Turning in early, but too much of a bump on the wall there. So that enabled second place to come back at me. It's my own mistake. I could have still been in second. Just close up on first, but you can see the level of already the level of perfection required to keep up with the first place. You make mistakes, you're not winning races. Winning races means you've done a good job. They make you earn it, and in that sense you feel a lot more satisfaction for actually winning. The wall there. I knew that was the end when I touched that wall. That was it. I wasn't going to win the race. I'm thinking, let's use the speed, get around this corner, turning in early, using the boost. Second place, I think. No, got another lap. So this is a longer race. Obviously, it's faster. Come on, close on this guy. Now I'm leading. Can I hold the lead? Again, as I was saying earlier, it doesn't matter if you're behind, just keep on following your own race. Into the sandstorm. Lovely effects there. Hitting the wall too hard. It's costing me time. And I can see the red arrow of the craft behind me. Don't want him getting in the way of things. It's just going to mix it up if he gets in there. Not hitting the wall this time. The boost. Back up to speed. Going a bit wide, but okay. Get in early, get in early. It's better, not ideal, but it's okay. Full speed here, just nice gentle lean on the second stick. That's it. So you can see boosting, when they went to boost, just keep using that boost. Speed up. Speed. He's just too quick for me. Close though, didn't hit too many walls that time. It's on him. Doing everything here. Didn't get the pitch of the craft up right there clearly. You saw it change colour negatively. And that cost me. That cost me. I wasn't pitched right on the loop there. That's it. He finishes, and that was it. Just a few walls that I hit, and that the pitch not being right on that loop, and that cost me victory. Otherwise, I think I probably could have come in there. But that was great. That's real focus in terms of the racing. As we move on to the next event, and immediately the difficulty of
Pilot level increased.
Class 2
New events
hits.
available.
So another contract option. So pretty simple in terms of the contract here. Fuel myself with some coffee just to continue. This is what it's like when I do hours of commentary. These long uncut videos. I'm not cutting it all up, just putting it all on here uncut. That's what I do here.
3, 2, 1.
I used to do it without a glass of water and I just dry up after like an hour of doing commentary. Simply, it's got to be done. So, yeah, for whatever reason it popped outside view and I thought, see what it's like. But then I thought, no, I want to be inside. Whoa, tell you, throwing into these corners. This is a new track. I'm like, where am I going? Where am I going? You know, you're trying to learn these courses. It's getting faster, dodging the track above. You can actually hit that and die. So you've got to nosedive or go over it. I recommend you go under it. I love the way the music goes a bit quiet. And I'm leading. How the hell am I leading? I have no idea. I don't know my way around the track. I don't know where I'm going. Just feeling my way around, and now I'm leading. This is the funny thing with Redout. You gotta just keep on going for it. Don't you know? Just keep boosting, keep going fast. You know, the AI aren't always invincible. They are on some tracks more than others. I mean, that first desert track, there, you know, you need to be perfect. But on some of these tracks, they give you a bit of a chance till you get to class 3, and then, well, then it's all bedlam basically. You know, it's like perfection required. Possibly a bit hard at times, but we'll get to all that. Getting better at the course. You see, amazing, isn't it? A couple of laps. It's so intuitive. I'm recognizing what I need to do at any given time. Again, pushing that lap, feeling good.
Final lap.
Putting a little bit of tension because I would like to win this race. Working way along there. On it. Getting faster, you're getting more in the zone, I'm getting the hang of the handling more. Still not there yet, but getting there all the time. Learning how to take each type of corner in different craft.
Congratulations. Gold medal
Nice.
awarded.
We continue the wins, continuing the success story. And now the last race on this particular section, and then we'll go to career part 3 when that gets uploaded and I get onto that. But there's more editing in part 3. So this is the last video.
3, 2, 1, go.
So I'm going to leave you now with this last, I think it might be a race or 2, and then after that I'll be back on part 3 as we continue to complete class 2. I think we get towards the end of class 2. I don't think we get to class 3 on the next one, but we will do. And then I'll let you enjoy that. But I'll leave you with this now, and there'll be more from me very soon.
New record. Final lap. Record. Finish. Congratulations. Silver medal awarded. Pilot level increased. New events available. Contract completed. Three, two, one, go! Record. Record. Final lap. Record. Finish. Congratulations. Gold medal awarded. Three, two, one, go! Final lap. Record. Finish. Congratulations. Silver medal awarded. Three, two, one, go. Record. New record. Final lap. Finish. Congratulations. Gold medal awarded. Pilot level increased. New events available. Three, two, one, go. Contender eliminated. record. Final lap. Park integrity 50%. New record. Finish. Congratulations. Silver medal awarded.